Hey guys, what is going on? Welcome back to the channel. I hope all of you guys are having a great day. If you guys are new here, my name is Everett. This is my blue 91.5 Dodge D250 with a 12-valve Cummins and an automatic transmission. Today, what we are going to be doing, we'll be changing the differential fluid in the rear. Obviously, this one does not have a front differential as it is a tool drive, and we are going to be changing the power steering fluid also. Power steering fluid, we're going to do a flush on that. I will explain that once we get there. One thing I did want to say real quick is the transmission. If you didn't watch my last video, I explained what all I've done to the truck, which direction we're going with the truck. Since then, we've got some things figured out on the transmission. Now, this is the stock A518 46RH, whatever you want to call it. It is not great for power. So what we're doing is we're swapping a 47RH in it. There was a bit of a misunderstanding between me and the transmission shop. We got that figured out. So what we are going to do is I'm still using the transmission shop I was going to use before. He's building me a 47RH for about 600 horsepower. I'm getting all the, I'm going to need a new backing plate where the tranny bolts to the engine. I'm going to need to shorten my drive shaft. I'm going to have to redo the cross member underneath the transmission. So that's probably, hopefully, fingers crossed, but hopefully that is our next video. So hopefully stay tuned. Make sure if you're new here that you hit that subscribe button. It should be somewhere down here, and hit the little bell beside it, because that'll notify you every time I post a video. And I post a video about once a week. So we're getting all the parts for the transmission. We're going to be, hopefully, like I said earlier, fingers crossed, but hopefully we can, that's going to be our next video. So I'm getting a standalone controller. Also, I'll cover all of that stuff in the next video once I have everything. So we are, right now, what we're going to do, like I mentioned earlier, we're going to do the rear differential. We're going to drop that. We're going to clean it all up, put new fluid in it, and we are using a BG product. If you've never heard of them, BG is probably the best out there. 7590, full synthetic. We get it in the drum with it's like a 30-gallon, 15 or 30-gallon drum. I'm not exactly sure. And then we are going to be also using the power steering from BG. So what you do is, I'll cover it more in depth, but you take the cleaner, you suck everything out of the power steering reservoir, dump that cleaner in, steer it back and forth a whole bunch of times with the engine running, suck it out, dump new fluid in it, and steer it back and forth a bunch of times, suck it out, dump some more in, do it until the bottle is empty, and then fill up your, suck it all out, fill up your reservoir again, and that way you get all of your fluid completely changed out. So the fluid in this one right now is not the greatest. I will show you that too once we get there. Okay guys, so we may have some issues here. So I'm pulling it off, and whoa, would you look at that? That is not pretty at all. And there's some more on here. There's a bit of shavings. I mean, it's fine shavings, and then we got these big pieces. So I'm not exactly sure why. I'm gonna have to clean it up as good as I can, see if we can figure something out. But up in here, you may or may not be able to see, but ooh, yeah, I don't think this fluid's been changed for way too long. So I actually have not changed this stuff since I bought the truck, which is my fault. I should have done it sooner. But just feeling around in here, I can't feel. I mean, it's all shiny. I don't know if you can tell by my glove there, but it's all shiny, metallic-y looking. But I think if I clean it out, we should be pretty good. So I'm gonna, honestly, long term, I'm gonna have to do new differential in this thing, probably, with everything that we see going on here. But for now, I'm just gonna clean it up as good as I can, which it may be a bad idea and it may lock up on me tomorrow, but I doubt it. So we're just gonna clean it up the best we can, and hope that nothing happens. So guys, we got the differential all done. As you can see, I have the truck off the lift, back on the ground. I'm going to show you, I popped the cap off the power steering right here. I got a little white piece of paper right here, and you can see that is, you can see right there, that is not very good looking power steering fluid. It's not. So, and it's a bit over full too, so let me see if I can, I need to get a light under here, but you can't really see. So what I'm going to do is we're going to grab over here we have not opened, I'm going to grab this, and then what we're going to do is we have a vacuum. We're going to suck all the fluid out of the reservoir. We're going to take this, whoops, here, let me get it, there we go. We're going to use the cleaner. We're going to dump that in there, steer it back and forth half a dozen times or whatever, a dozen times, and then pull, then vacuum that out, fill it up to level with fluid, steer it back and forth a bunch of times again, vacuum it out until we have used this whole bottle up. So we're gonna do that. This is synthetic, so that a synthetic blend, actually, to be correct. But BG Products, if you have never heard of them, go to, I'll put a right up on the screen and a link in the description too. Go to bgfindashop.com or .org. I'll put it on the right one on the screen. And BG is big into maintenance. I run AMSOIL in my engine, but in my transmission I run BG fluid. I run, as you saw, I changed the differential, that's BG. BG, they make pretty much anything, brake fluid, power steering fluid. So guys, we got the power steering service done on this thing. I'm gonna grab a sample real quick, and I'm gonna throw it right beside that other sample that I showed you guys. I'm gonna grab a sample here real quick of this stuff. This is the new fluid. So here's the old fluid, and here is the new fluid. You can see a big difference. this new fluid is quite a bit cleaner looking than the old fluid. So that's gonna wrap up doing the services to this truck today. So I spilled a little bit of oil. I need to go outside and wash it off, but so guys, that's going to be a wrap on today's video. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to drop a like, a comment. Make sure, if you're new here, consider subscribing, and I will see you guys next time.